Going live. We're up. Little spaceship. Eddie says, you need a car for your show to start your show off. So he gives me this spaceship. I guess the idea is that we're going to shoot for the moon, Ed. Go for your dreams. Dream big in 2020, right? Should do that more often. Dream big 2020. Hey, good morning. It's 5am Mester Scrum. Hope you're doing well. It is Saturday, and it is 6:03. I was just watching some videotapes. Of course, Kobe Bryant's on all the stuff for motivation lately and things like that. So I was watching that a little bit before the show. So sorry for the late start, but we're here to talk about Agile and Scrum and get you home to your family and friends in a decent time and try to get more work, more quality stuff out, and balance work and life and have a little bit of fun along the way. And every once in a while, we talk about a little bit different things that go in the office and how to do it, and how to think agile. Trying to always get people. Yesterday, I'm just constantly boom. Think of it as an agile concept. Everything. Think agile scrum, because we'll give anecdotes. I'm like, no, put it in a real agile and scrum thought process. Like some people will go talk about cooking and making stuff and doing things. I'm like, no, just go pure. Hey, think it small, make it happen. Deliver, break it down. Just like we do in Agile, make it smaller, invest, right? Small, testable. So today, I'm going to keep it short. It is Saturday. It's a little bit late. And kind of talk about something different a little bit, but it is Agile in a way that is, I've seen this many times, especially when it comes to new teams and new organizations to help coach them. And they are doing a transformation. And for example, my one company, currently they used Rally, they go into Jira, and then they go to Zor. They dump from different system. I always try to give that as an opportunity to rethink the box, because the longer people use a system, the more stuff they put on top of the system, right? Reports, requirements, things like that. So I'm going to talk about the reporting, but I'm going to talk about the other side of the hat. So when they do these activities, it's a great chance to lean up and automate your processes. When you're changing over, everybody got so used to doing it a certain way, and then they get in this machine and they're putting out reports every week, and this is our stat, this is that, this is this. And I try to get organizations to say, hey, there is something that comes out of the box that we could use to report on and measure from, that is out of the box. It's automatic. We don't have to generate reports, no extra spreadsheets, no extra this, that, whatever. And it just helps us day to day. And it saves us time. Time not generating the report, time not doing pull downs and building things, or building custom reports, and spending a lot of money trying to figure this out and build something amazing or whatever. And there's been many times, even now, where they would have to pull stuff down. I'm like, well, why don't you just use the cumulative flow diagram that comes right out of the box for most systems? We can track how we're doing to our release. A lot of people use it, and it's good enough. And all you do is got to look at it, and you can tell how you're doing. You don't need numbers to analyze everything. You don't need to analyze everything. Just look at the picture. The picture either says you're on a good path or you're in a bad path. And I'm finally getting people to think this way where I'm at now. And I had the same thing with a previous job where they were doing one thing, and I'm trying to get them to do another way. And I'm like, I can help you do this a lot more efficient, more lean, just organizing the way you work, just the way you lay it out. And we went from, I'm going to say, 50 fields on the screen that they all decided over time that they needed to enter data in. One, I convinced them nobody's entering data in those 50 fields anymore, so why even bother doing it? I mean, there's enough issues. I love them. I love people. There's enough issues just putting time in and letting logging in a task, let alone 50 fields on a screen. Nobody will do that. I mean, it's just not going to happen. And they went from 50 down to like 3 or 5 or something. So we reduced the number of fields that they really wanted down to 5 fields that were critical to what they did so they can report out to their customer. Pretty good, huh? You know, that's just taking that moment to say, no, let's maybe not do it the same way we did it before. Is there a way of doing what we need or get us close enough there automatically where we don't invest a lot of time and money in delivering something that doesn't really make us money, right? I mean, that's the lean agile concept. It's about making money. I had this discussion the other day, and they were talking about doing stuff. I'm like, look, we're in finance. We're about making money. This is, why would you add extra admin stuff that doesn't make any money, that doesn't return a higher percentage of profit to the company? Doesn't make any sense, right? But they just add it. I'm like, but that's not what we do. When you're in the stock market or you're looking at things, you want a return on investment. You don't want like, how do you mismanage your money? You want it very effective. You want it lean. The whole purpose of getting profit is to be lean and effective. And that's what we do. And it's Agile and Scrum, and it's like hand in hand. So that's just one idea. Take the opportunity when you're doing these transformations to rethink how you're doing it. When you have to build a thing, take a second to say, is there a better way? Is there an easier way? Is there something that could be automated so we don't have to spend time generating these things? Because like I told them, I said, we just draw a cumulative flow diagram, snap the picture on the screen, and paste it in the PowerPoint slide. That way you have a backup in case you can't get to the system, and you're done. So what they were doing, hand customizing tables and putting stuff in, how much time do you think it takes you to snap something that's automatically generated by the system and paste it in the PowerPoint in case the system, you don't have connection? A second, 2, 5. Okay, look, worst case, 10 seconds, right? Takes 10 seconds to do that. First 10 minutes or whatever to generate your graph and go through all the pages and pull data. So it's just one of those things you just think about as you're doing transformation, working with teams. You got to make them think that way. Now, the other thing I just going to say. So think about it for a second. Got all this analytic stuff. You're doing all this accounting with your story points, your velocity, blah, blah. Are you going up or higher? What's your hours? What's your thing? Who's doing what? You know what? It all goes away when you just deliver product. And I had the other thing I mentioned to somebody. Everybody wants to microanalyze all the results and the metrics and this and that. You know how all that goes away? Delivering working software. More working software. The more you deliver working software, the more all that stuff goes away. And I say it this way. Years ago, I was doing projects where we built some things, some tracking tags, like electronics. And for 100K, we did it in 6 months. Even my competition said, nobody has delivered like this before. You're the only one who's actually delivered a working product that's actually in the field. It was great. It was my competition actually. He never admitted it in person, in public, but on the side, it's like, yeah, you guys really did well. You got it all done in 6 months, and it was something I started with just like, I think it was like 5 pieces of paper. I think all my requirements were on like 3 or 5 pages, and that was it. And we built it, put it out, and it never existed before, and got it in the field and tested it, ran it, and did it in 6 months. So when people say they can't draw a website, so I built a website, computers, soldered stuff, everything, software on something that didn't exist, and we deployed it and tested it in the field. So I can do a lot. You can do a lot more than a page. So anyway, I went off on a tangent. I apologize. Here's what the key was, right? We proved that we can deliver fast and quick and timely in what we say we deliver. Do you know what happens? The customer says, how much money do you want? Because we got a phone call within the next month. I got $700,000. You want it? Sure. We built more. We added on top of it and did all kinds of complex, more software, more systems, more capability onto the system. Kept making it smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller to the point where it was just a little credit card. And I think a lot of that technology is being used today. But I didn't have to do metrics. I didn't have to prove where we were. We just delivered, and they gave you more money. And when I was having a conversation with a gentleman on this, it's like, if you just keep building software, they're going to keep giving you money because you are the winner. You are doing well. You are helping them. They see the value. They don't need to micromanage you or nitpick you. Just something to think about. So 2 things we talked about. When you are doing transformation, it's an opportunity to change and make things more lean and more effective, right? And 2, if you're delivering software, they're not going to micromanage you because there's no need to, because you're delivering. The only reason why people micromanage me is because they don't believe you, they don't think you can deliver, and you're always late. It's true. Anyway, so when you get there, they're not going to ask you all these questions anymore. Anyway, that's 5am Mester Scrum Saturday. Happy scrumming. Eddie's awake. He's not doing anything. He's just listening to his videos. And with that, hit the little bell and hope you have a great day. It's a weekend and enjoy and happy scrumming. Please like and share, subscribe, tell your friends, and we'll see what goes on in the future. And dream big in 2020. See ya. Bye.